Honestly, I don't really know how to start this video today. I have a lot of things on my mind that I want to share with you, but I think I will start with the current event. Now, the current Valentine's event that has been up since February 13th, I believe, has been one of the best events to date. I would say it's comparable to the Halloween event, at least PvP wise. Of course, there are things about this event that I don't like, but the action, the PvP was top notch, and I believe I caught one of the best targets that I had the chance to shoot at in a very long time, as you will see in this video. And overall, I don't know how long this event will last, but I will definitely enjoy the event until it ends, because again, it's action packed in LowSec at the moment. So if you want to participate in PvP, go out in LowSec and scan for the targets. There's a lot of targets right now in LowSec. Now, I just want to share two pictures that will pop up on the screen in a moment. Basically, this is what I have been receiving in the last, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 months, and I'm slowly getting really tired of it. And recently I've really been starting to think about just quitting the game, just because of stuff that I read, just because of things that you see on screen here. Basically, you have someone lie about you, and well, everyone just jumps on that because that's what happens. And well, that someone basically wants to ruin the game for you, and well, they have been trying to do that for the last 8 months or so. Basically, that's what happens when you blow up someone's ship who, well, someone eats and dies, and you are to be blamed for it, I guess, which is not in the spirit of the game, and that is something that I will never forgive, and this is something that I will never forget. And of course, the player who did that, well, lost all respect in my eyes, because that's not how E works, and that's not how EVE Online veterans act in this game. That's all I have to say about the whole 8-9 month old drama. But well, I'm definitely not quitting, of course, unless I get literally forced to do that, which, you know, can happen. But in any case, we're about to start with this special PvP video, because oh man, we will have some very good targets today, and I think I will knock it out of the park today in terms of what we destroy. So let's go to the first target now. I rushed towards the gate so quickly that I did not even adjust my modules properly. You can see that one gyro stabilizer just lurking there between the scrambler and webs, which is not how I usually fit my ships. I usually adjust that to be normal, but the current target is a Barghest. We have a space pan as the target, and I already destroyed 2 space pans with the Macarial, and I already said that this Macarial for some reason attracts space pans. So we are going to the space pan with the Macarial. I still did not adjust the modules. I did not even see what's happening with the modules there, which is kind of hilarious. I will definitely notice that when I have to scramble the space pan. That's when I will adjust the modules to be in a more less OCD inducing setup. And there is the space pan. They were at 100, exactly at 100, and they were not even moving. They seemed to be aligned, but they did not move, and the space pan has been scrambled and webbed. Looks to be a sniper pan, and the shield of the space pan has been removed. The armor of the space pan has been removed as well, and the space pan has been destroyed. This is the 3rd space pan kill for the Macarial. and that's why I say that space pans are attracted to this thing. This is my
Warp
3-year-old
drive
Macarial that I got for free from my first ever corporation, a long time ago actually. And this Macarial is still alive, it still works. Well, of course it works, but it's still alive, that's the most important thing here. Let's align to the station. I almost said let's align to the gate, that's not a smart idea to do with a criminal timer. 22.6 billion, and this was a B-type Barghest. A cursed B-type Barghest. Oh man, we have a lot of things to analyze here. So, let's dock up real quick and let's take a closer look on this space pen. Now, this was a B-type space pen, so of course it's going to be a bit more expensive. This is probably one of the more expensive ones that I've seen, definitely the most expensive one that I've killed. The previous two were 12 and 14 billion ISK, this one is 22.6. Now, I don't really like the build on this Barghest. They have some modules that are a bit unnecessary and, well, tier 4 rigs and missing combat rigs. And of course they have integrations. We'll have to take a look at the list to see the exact module layout. The Barghest dropped about 2.1 billion, which is, a pretty good catch, honestly. The B-type launcher is 1.4 billion. I don't know how I'll sell that, to be honest. A very rare module. The B-type ballistic control did not drop, unfortunately. And it's very rare on the market as well. The Predator web, I can definitely get a good price on that one. 3 more do debris. Nice, that's expensive and that's pretty tasty. So, combat rigs, only one integration. No, the other 2 slots were empty for some reason. They used, okay, the missile launchers are there, Ascension core, modified drones, ballistic controls, 2 Predator webs, 2 Nosferatus and 1 target painter, and of course the engineering rigs are completely stocked up. Now, why tier 4 engineering rigs when the space pen has no when the space pen doesn't have any shield booster? And this is, the thing that's weird about this ship. It's a sniper, but full-on DPS. Perhaps it can work in high sec. I would guess, a build like this can work in high sec. You just land at 100 and then you just keep cycling the ballistic controls, and I guess in high sec I would say okay, the build is not that bad, but for low sec I would definitely not be running anything like this. For low sec I would be running the 150 kilometer manual orbit space span. That one is very difficult to catch. With the micro drive, of course, it can orbit at 2.5 kilometers per second, and that is difficult to catch. So overall, the medium slots, this is what I also wanted to talk about. Nosferatus at 100 kilometer will not have any effect, so the Nosferatus are kinda pointless at this range. That's also one of the modules that I would not be using for a sniper pan. Now, it just happens that I have a space pen over here just laying around, and I will just give you a couple examples of the fits that I use in low sec for PvP, and of course a build that I use for high sec. Now the high sec build is this one: basic rapid missiles, Nosferatus, and triple ballistic controls. That build works for high sec. Basically you orbit at 20-30 kilometers and everything just works really well. That's the situation where the Nosferatus can be useful. Now the other PvP build, well, is this one. It misses 1 Scrambler. It has about 12 points strength, so it can hold most targets. And the rigs are also the same. The rigs are the same for all the builds that I use. A little bit risky to use the ship this way, but I already had experience with it and I had a blast flying the space pen. I plan to use this ship a lot more. The next build is this one with the torpedo launchers. adding the missing scrambler, and now I have triple scramblers, dual webs, and a full torpedo build. This is a build that I use against battleships. And I think I have one more build that's more of a passive tank, but you know how the Mordor ships work with a tank. They don't, so I don't usually run the space pen as a tank because this thing is paper in both ways. So having a tank build is kind of pointless, but in some cases it can be really good. Well, let me just add some modules, and this is usually how it looks. Dual adaptives, one reactive, one damage control, one micro updrive, and the rest is basically about the same. But I don't usually run this build. Most of the time I run the rapid missile or torpedo build. I don't have the long range build yet because there is just not a real use for it, although it can be good if you have a tackle alt that can hold the target, while the space pen drops missiles from 150 kilometers, which you know can be very good in some situations. There aren't many ships that can reach the space pen in terms of range. Well, let's continue with the next target. We have one Balgorn. Now this is the good old Black Ops Macarial. I run the Black Ops Macarial when there's a chance that it could be a bait, so that I can just wait out the criminal timer in a belt while I don't have to worry about being scanned, because well, you can scan a ship that's cloaked. And so far the Black Ops Macarial has been working flawlessly. I know I inspired a lot of players to slap a cloaking device on their battleship, and I hear that a lot of them are actually very happy with the result. And I find that a little bit funny because I specifically said don't use a cloaking device on your battleship. In most cases it's not going to work, but I guess players who use my builds know what they're doing, and well, I'm actually happy that it works so well. Okay, Balgorn has been webbed and scrambled. I have been scrambled, and there is one frigate. What is that? A small frigate orbiting around the Balgorn. It's a slasher too. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll just prepare to warp out. I have been scrambled, but that's not a big problem.
We're under attack.
The Balgorn has been blown up, and let's warp out. Well, the small frigate is also destroyed. My friend got the frigate. I have no idea what happened there, but it was a very funny little situation there. What was a slasher to a tier 4 frigate doing around a Balgorn? I have no idea. But in any case, I'm now here at the belt. Let's use the micro warp drive and let's cloak. Alright, nice. And let's vanish. There we go. Let's take a look at the Balgorn kill. 5.7 billion, not bad. And a shield tank Balgorn. Well, what kind of medium slot layout is that? All Nosferatus. I mean, I guess, you know, it could work in a PvP support Balgorn, but for missions you really need webs in order to slow down the targets. Now, the next target is a Rattlesnake. I am in the good old Chonk Revelation. I haven't been flying the Revelation that often, but every time I do, there is a big target on the menu. And in this case, we have a Rattlesnake. The Rattlesnake actually is the Rattlesnake has engaged first. They warp back and they aggro the bubble. So I came in to support, and I'm glad that I came for support. Now, this is no ordinary Rattlesnake. This Rattlesnake has one very interesting implant. They have the mining bomb implant at level 30. So this Rattlesnake, besides exploding, the wreck of the Rattlesnake also explodes because they have the bomb implant, and we got no loot from this juicy target. 4.2 billion. well, not the best Rattlesnake build, and unfortunately those two drones did not drop. But yeah, a good kill is a good kill. Next target we have a Phantasm. That was one of the rare occasions where I had to siege up while moving forward. Basically, I was shooting at the Rattlesnake while going about 89 meters per second. And this Phantasm is also a tail target. Phantasm has been heated, and well, that was a lovely hit. Let's take a look at the kill, 1.5 billion. Overall, a classic PvP Phantasm, although I would use a large shield booster because it's simply much better. Now let's go to the next target. Let's not go to the Omen. Let's go to the Gila. That's a tastier target. Now perhaps at the end I might include some of the kill highlights that I had. I think it was Nortus or something like that. Perhaps I will include that at the end after the official, video ends, just as a bonus, because I don't really remember if I did include that or not in one of the previous videos, so I'll just include it over here again. Gila webbed and scrambled, approaching to 3 kilometers. Gyro stabilizer engaged, the implant engaged. Let's quickly break the tank of this Gila. The Gila at 50% shield. They have tank, that's true, they have tank. They have a tank built 100%.
We're under attack.
Now the Gila is almost in armor. Damage control is up.
We're under attack.
And the Gila has been destroyed. Now this Gila was extremely salty in local.
Attack.
I think one of you guys who was in local at the time could witness the Saltfest in real time. But no amount of excuses the Gila made, it's not going to change the outcome. As I said in local, I am a mugger. Well, actually, no, I did not say that. I said we are muggers. We mug people, and that Gila just happened to be mugged at the time. Okay, 1 billion ISK. Well, not bad. Definitely a tank build, and looks like a PvP build. Oh well, in any case, that was a good kill, and a good dose of salt in local. Next we have a Caracal sniper. Now Caracal snipers are ships that can be very difficult to kill. They are also known to be good bait ships, and one of the rare cavalry ships that does work really well with a armor tank. Well, let's quickly engage and let's see if this is a bait or not. Well, looks like the shield is going down very quickly. And the armor also going down quickly. Well, this definitely wasn't a...
We're under attack.
Wasn't a bait ship.
Warp drive active.
But we will take a look at the kill very soon. I don't know how much in ISK we have destroyed in this week. It was a lot. I think it's approaching 1 trillion, honestly. I think it's approaching 1 trillion at this moment. But I don't keep a good track of what's happening, so... Because I am banned from the bots. My kills never count. Well, that was a... Let's not look at that build for long. And let's go to the next target. We have an Astera. Now, I thought that
Warp drive active.
I had good a good warping on the Astra. That's my estimate, but sometimes my estimate is off, so you know that's okay. And there's a big chance that this Astra will warp, but let's find out. Well, that's not a bad warping, but I'm a little bit slow, and yeah, the Astra warped away. I thought if I used the Stratios, I would get decloaked uh, by the asteroids, and I think that could happen. So that's why I took the Cinnabon, because there was no good warping for a cloaking ship on that Astra, and they were clearing the site. So I just did not want to risk, and I yeeted the Cinnabon. Unfortunately, I missed the target. Oh well, in any case, it was a nice attempt.
Docking request accepted.
I'll catch the next Astra 100%. Next target, we have one Cinnabon. Alright, let's engage the Cinnabon. Actually, my friend already
warp drive active.
warping to the Cinnabon, so I'm warping to support with my barrage implant. Approach will be at 0 or 3 kilometers, which you know should be about the distance that I need. There is the Cinnabon, nicely webbed and nicely scrambled. Let's approach. My micro drive does not want to work for some reason. Okay, fair enough. Gyros engaged, the barrage implant engaged.
Enemy ships detected.
Well, the Cinnabon has engaged the damage control, but they are in hull, so the damage control is not going to do much. And the Cinnabon has been destroyed. Let's take a look at the loot. And let's warp out. Looked like a good loot drop. Definitely looked like a good loot drop, but of course we will find that out when I warp out. And when I take a look at the kill. Okay, let's align to the station and let's take a look at the build. 1.4 billion. And this build looks like my build that I use on my Cinnabon. This was a PvP Cinnabon. Perhaps they were trying to bait in the mission, but overall that build is pretty good. Let's go to the next target. We have two targets. We have one Oracle and we have one Harpy. Now the primary target will be the Oracle. After all, the Oracle is
warp drive
a potentially more expensive ship, but I don't think that that rule can be applied to all ships, because I think most of you have seen the 3.6 billion B-type Harpy kill that we made. That one is one of the most expensive Harpies that I've ever seen. Now this Oracle has the criminal timer, and unfortunately the Damil has engaged before we could tackle with the Stratios, so yeah, I'm not going to decloak at 74 kilometers because that's too far, and my drone range is about 50, I believe, so way out of range. And the Oracle seems to be using a micro warp drive, so with a slow Stratios you don't have a lot of options but to stealthily tackle. But unfortunately the Dramil pilot did not want to let us tackle, so I'll just enjoy the show from the back lines over here, from the backstage, I guess, to see what will happen. Perhaps I actually get in range and I get to shoot at the Oracle, but we will see. Oh, they are already in hull, so yeah, they have been destroyed. Oh, okay, well, let's go to the next target. I have no criminal timer, so I can just do this, and let's warp to the Harpy.
Warp drive active.
Now I have the chance to stealthily tackle this one. Okay, my estimate was okay. It was pretty accurate. The Harpy is using beam lasers, so let me slowly approach.
Enemy ships detected.
My throat is acting up. Not really sure if you can hear the difference, but there is a big difference in my voice right now. Okay, 21 kilometers from the Harpy and slowly approaching. The Harpy is actually moving towards my direction, so the tackle will happen very soon. Okay, I will tackle right now. Let's engage. Okay, scrambled, left, orbiting at 0. The drones have been fixed in the last update, thankfully, so I don't have to worry about the drones acting up again. I guess roasting the drones did end up getting them fixed. Excellent 0 kilometer orbit. The Harpy is now in armor. I'm doing some good damage with my assault drones. Actually, not assault drones, they are offense drones. They have the higher DPS. And the Harpy has been destroyed. Nice, let's warp out. For some reason I'm the fleet commander. I'm usually not the fleet commander, but I guess in this case it works.
Warp drive
Cloaking
active.
and warping out. And now let's align towards the station, and then I can take a look at the kill. Almost 600 million Oracle kill, not bad. A weird build honestly, but I guess... Well, I guess the kill proves that it was a weird build. And the next, the Harpy, 167 million, again, not bad. Well then, that was a very nice little run with my boats here. Again, that Barghest kill is one of the best kills that I made to date. And well, with that being said, enjoy the special added kill that I think I forgot to add. I don't really know, but in any case, I'll just leave the next kill here roll, the next targets. And well, with that being said, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed. As always, I love you all. Stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.